What is your life path number? Life path deals with your life journey and your destiny. So we speak of life path numbers. I'm here to say, I'm here today. And everything correlates with numbers. What is your life purpose on this planet? And once you understand it, you'll go for it. You use that number for everything. Because your life path is when you add up all your numbers together to get that life purpose. It means something. It's your destiny. Listen to me in my tone, spiritual tone. What's your life purpose on this planet? It's magic. For me, it's number 7. That's my life path number. What's yours? Okay, number 1, people. The number 1. Your purpose, you deal with the sun. Number 1, deal with the sun. What is your life purpose, number 1, people? Turn the sun blings. Y'all get in here. Y'all don't lag. This is astrology at its best. Say, hey, my name Josh Mines 25. That's 7. So add 2 and 5 together, you get 7. That's when you got to add up all the numbers in your birthday chart. You're talking about the month, the date, and the year. And that's how you get your life path number. So now, life path is your life purpose, and it's a big journey. It's your body. It's everything. It's like in astrology, all the houses in one, your whole cosmic body. So that's why it's so important. Yeah, when you add that up, you get 5. That's 5. Your life path 5. Because you add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2,000 as I look in the chat. Okay. So we can start with 1. If your life purpose is 1, you gotta understand. You're strong, you're a pioneer, you're the aspiring leader. You know what I mean? So you're the creative artist. You intuitive naturally. You do it from the heart. You do it from the heart, and you had a magical one. You make things happen. You deal with the musician, like with the wand. So you represent the sun. You represent the sun. Manifestation is part of your life. Whatever you vision, whatever you go for, you will manifest. You deal with magic. So you deal with leadership. You're fearless. You're independent. You're full of energy. Happy-go-lucky soul who has creative powers. And through the arts, through the written word, verbal word, and my book, I got a book right here I'm reading. This is my book. I wrote. Let me see if I can turn this around for you beautiful people. Let me turn this around. This is my book right here. This is my book. My book. So, as I switch it back around, you know I'm not playing. Okay, you got a strong intuition, keen insight. You got great insight. You deal with the mind. You're a visionary. You're charming. You're brilliant. You're the highly intellectual one, intelligent one. You represent new beginnings in the mind. And you never give up easy. You go for it. This is like a strong sun number, vibrant with energy. Very cheerful, very happy. So you has a plan, a goal, because these people are planners, number 1. They're very creative. They can be self-centered on the downside. You are naturally loving, kind, generous, beautiful. Yes, charming, attractive. You're not afraid of the spotlight, number 1, people. When you think of number 1, life path 1, you think of Martin Luther King. So they're a trendsetter. They start out new trends, set new trends on the planet. So number 1, people is very exciting. That's my attitude, number 1. My attitude, number 1. So I got the leadership attitude, playful. These people are very playful. So if it's your life purpose, this is your journey. This is, you be into the creative field. You be into leadership. You be into inspiring people, motivating people. Or use a problem solver. You naturally love people. So number 1, people, your life purpose in life, because you're naturally gifted and a deep thinker, very deep thinker. Think deep. Finding solutions is what you do best. As I read my book, you can rewind this and see that I got a book here of my own. Self-centered. You can be impatient. You can be narrow-minded on the downside. On the downside, you can be bossy. You could don't care, don't give up, and be very explosive. Somebody said they got life path 3. I'm going to get to that. You just bear with me. But life path 1, You can be a scientist, of course. We know that. Be into the music, the writing. You're great at researching. So this very powerful. I'm gonna skim it around this book because you can't read this whole book because I might publish it one day. But I'm gonna give it to you. This is like the God vibration, this energy to deal with spirit. It's from the heart. The one deal with the heart. The sun, like Leo, the lion. So we talking about people who has that creative force. I'm a life path 7. But whoever got number 1, you're powerful. This might be the most powerful number in numerology because it represents everything becomes 1. Either everything becomes 1, all the numbers become 1, or selfish. If you're selfish, you won't do no good for the planet. You could be a follower instead of a leader, which you're supposed to be. So now, you're already self-motivated. You do your own thing. I want y'all to share, like, and comment like a YouTuber do, like all the YouTubers. See, this is how number 1s will do. They'll play and play and play. I'm a number life path 7, but I'm going to get to that. And you will see, woo, how powerful this is. But my attitude is number 1, though. You see? Your attitude is the forefront. But your life path is something that's going to be with you all your life. It's the most powerful, supposed to be, in numerology. So, you're very happy, very joyful. So a lot of number 1s could be into the media, acting, porn. They can be into all type of stuff. They can be leaders, managers, your scientists, your astronauts. So number 1 people would set trends in the world, something new, or benders. Yes. Whatever they get into, they will succeed and be successful. Their mind is powerful. Whatever they set their mind on, you're number 1s, number 1 people. This is masculine vibration, energy. The sun influence you. You have great will, so be out in the sun. Do things that represent yellow, the color yellow. I got this book here. I just got to skip around. Number 1 are very kind and generous people too, you know, forceful, and they're naturally scientists. They love kids. They love kids, and they're good with the kids. Because they got the inner child that they very playful themselves, that they can identify with kids. So and they can teach kids very well and motivate them and bring inspiration. Number 1 people. So number 1 people, if they pay attention to their inner self, don't move so fast all the time, meditate, they will win. You see? You see, number 1s, you're very powerful people. You're very powerful people. And be acceptance of people. This how you win. Because you all about love. 1 is a love vibration. The sun is. You know what I'm saying? Because the sun love everyone. When they shine their rays, the rays hit everything and give it life. So you can be an inspiration to everyone that's in your aura or that you attract. So those who has the life path number 1, I need some of your sun rays. Because these people are some of the most joyful, brilliant, I'm talking about radiance people that love to shine. They can be in the media all day. They deal with thoughts. They deal with words. They deal with creativity. They deal with vision. They can be very, we're going to go deep because I'm skipping around the book. I can't read the whole book, so I'm going off beat. But I'm looking at some words that I know and skipping around. This is my book, Kim. Let me show you my book again. This is my book. See, this is the way I write. This is my book. My book. My book. And you'll see why, because I'm a life path 7. Okay. But number 1s could be writers too, you know. So this being said, you are honest, upfront, straightforward. You're always seeking opportunities. And the thing is, you don't like a routine, but you can multitask. Self-reliance. So number 1 is very powerful. Yeah, I'm gonna ride this. This is 12 numbers we're going through here. We're going through 1 through 9. Then we're gonna do the master numbers. So, but we still on number 1, the friendly people. Number 1s are friendly. They bold, great conversationalists. Number 1 people got to create a mind, but they can be lazy, destructive, overbearing, and go hard. They can be augmentative. Number 1 people, they want to leave a mark, a legacy in life. Ooh, a follower number 1. Number 1 is a trendsetter. They got a lot of followers. People always following their trend, looking stylish. Who gonna look better than the 1? Think of a Leo. Think of the sun that love to shine. That's these number 1s. Y'all like, share, and comment. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. So this is number 1. Number 1 be good actors. So now I'm in a frame of a number 1. The ones you will always have fun. The one who will put spark in your life. So if you're like path one, you understand. Or you trying to get there. Or this is your motivation. This is what you think of. If you're not there, you want to be. You got a strong, uplifting personality. And you got a lot of joy in your heart. Love to play. Love to have fun. Comedy. Comedian. Yeah. Number one, self-centered. You don't mind shining. You want attention. You don't look bad. They beautiful people too. They look good. Number one, they look so good. They can be natural craft people with their hands. They're good with it. They're all about unconditional love. Yes, they can teach you unconditional love. And they will support you, and they're about freedom. That's what they got to bring to the world. And I'm about to explain what you're here to do in a minute. I'm giving you the traits. You are the light bringer of wisdom. Bring that light. Let your light shine on everyone, number ones. You know what I mean? You could be in anything you get yourself into. Entertainment, music, politics, whatever you get yourself into, you will win. Because you don't play, number one. People, lawyers, you judges. But anyway, your psychic gift, definitely clairvoyance. Remote viewing, which go like, it's a clairvoyance that deep, that you can see things in other parts of the world. You can see, yes. If you tap into it, you got strong intuition, aura reading. You can read people aura, energy. Yeah. Physical psychic ability, what it's called clair tangy, tangy, where you can feel tangible things, earthly things, and pick the energy off and read it. I might be saying it wrong, but I'm looking at my book here. You can also be a therapist, your careers, a writer of all kinds, your careers, a scientist, like I said, producer, entrepreneur, an expert in any kind, a director, engineering. Let me let y'all see my book so y'all can say I ain't playing. I'm not playing here. This is my book. This is my book. I wrote this. I feel good like a genius. I'm like Pep 7, man. You could be a self-made millionaire, a photographer, a warrior. You're a warrior naturally, a general. You could be in the army, because number ones are powerful. A seller, a seller, a risk taker, photographer, filmmaking, a counselor, a guide. Ooh, number one, you're powerful. I'll explain what you're here to do in a minute. Yeah, your health deals with, I got to do what your health deals with. Health, your lungs, high blood pressure, irregular heart, circulation, heart disorders, in the eyes. Anything to do with the eyes, the illness of the eyes, yes. So, yes, this is very powerful here. I'm skipping around a little bit. Your color, yellow, gold, orange, brown, and you're best during the daytime. That's when you're at your best, during the daytime. But the sexual peak is usually quick and direct when it comes to self-expression. You pride yourself on taking the lead. You got a lot of stamina, endurance, and sex is a real passion, and you adore and appreciate the feelings of feeling sexy and feeling sensual. Yeah, so Quickie will be with you because you love to be in a sexy mood in the bedroom. You are a great performer during sex and loves to perform or put on the show. Because number one is go for who they want. They go for who they want, no matter if it's man or female. Number one is go for who they want. So who you're compatible with? Of course, number 3. Number 5, because number 3s and 5s are the wildest people. Life path 3s and 5s, the wildest people on the planet. Yeah. They feel your sexual desire. And I'm skipping around a little bit because it's too much to read, Okay, your meditation for you is you should visualize yourself one with the source, a spirit, a God. Visualization, use visualization. Imagine the trees, planets, the stars. Visualize yourself taking action and control. We still on number 1, life path 1. Okay, setting goals. Visualizing using visualization and imagine that you're taking control of your life. Use a lot of imagination for your magic to work your manifestation. Because what you think, your mind is powerful. You make it happen. Okay, your life purpose, your goals and spiritual lessons. This is what it is, to be a leader. This is what your life purpose is, to be a leader in leadership. So you can't be behind the scenes and you wonder why you ain't successful, because you're here to be a leader of something. And to be a leader in organizations and to be an example of strength, love, and a role model of anything possible. But you're here to definitely be the one who inspire, inform, The one who be example of love. You know what I'm saying? Also to motivate people to become their higher self or higher powers. You here to have balance in your relationship, balance of mind, and balance in your life, and not to be self-centered, not be so self-centered or all too much in your ego. Balance it out. Okay, you're here to embrace your spirituality and use your strong intuition. Don't be so controlling and let go of perfection because you want to master and you always want to win. Win, win, win. Win is part of your life. You're here to cooperate with others and not always take the lead. Sometimes cooperate. You're still gonna be in leadership, but to hear everybody's opinion to form one opinion of expression. You're here to be flexible and to put trust and honor above pride. You represent the heart, vortex, the root chakra, and solar plex. Yeah. So very powerful number one, life path number ones. Now we got to move on. That's some fun. 16 minutes on number one. We gotta go fast. Master Glam, how you doing? The other shorts you just recently made about no. Okay, appreciate you. We doing light path number. I'm light path 7. That was light path 1. Now y'all mark the time. 16:25. Let's move on. Light path number 2. The moon. The moon child. So I'm gonna go through this pretty swiftly now, because number 1 was too long for me. The moon. Definitely you got to carry intuitive, charming, diplomat one, peacemaker. So you're the type that is kind, loving, security oriented. You're gonna feel comfortable. You're knowledgeable and detail oriented. This makes you analytical and observant. Very observant. You have a love. You have a love for concepts, and your true power is in being persuasive. Because you got a magnetic aura. You persuade people with your magnetic aura. Number 2, because you hypnotize people when people look in your eyes. You got that dreamy glow presence. And you are a compassionate empath, so psychic empath at that, because you pick up on energy, clairsentient. Pick up on energy, very intuitive and intelligent. So balance that out. Life path number 2 people. Because y'all more like the followers. I won't say followers. Y'all the type that like be behind the scene. They would call that followers type of energy. Like number 1 is the leader in the forefront. Number 2 is that leader that's behind the scene. That's what I would call it. Behind the scene type of leader. Don't want to be in the forefront. So that's number 2, life path number 2. It's hard for someone or anyone to deceive you unless you let them. You're highly sensitive and intuitive to energy. You feel energy all the time. So everything is based on how you feel and your intellect. You have psychic empath abilities to read people like a book and to understand people and energy as a whole. I'm reading out my book now. I'm going to show you my book again. Every now and then I'm going to show you my book. And, the letter B represents 2, too. So, I ain't gonna tell you everything in the book because I might publish it one day. So here you see, this is female energy. So now, you're highly emotional, and you don't like drama or confrontation. And you don't like stress or worrying, and you don't let it overtake you, because if you do, you could be snappish on the downside, aggressive, petty, weak-minded, cruel, fearful, everything. Oh, don't get on the downside, because that emotion can make you like a loony. Number 2s, you know what I'm saying? So, but you're full of wisdom on the upside. On the upside, you got to have a balanced mind. You're good. But you can be shy. Number 2s, a lot of my met life path number 2s, unless they got like other numbers in their birth chart, they can be kind of shy. But at the same time, if they got other stuff that overtake it, like in the center, like the day they are born on, that's strong like a 9, or a number that's very communicative, expressed like number 3s or 5s, then that's understandable. You that type of number 2, life path 2. So, like me, I got a life path 9. I mean, life path 7, but I got a 9 in the center. I'm gonna explain that when I get to life path 7, what I am. But you can be shy. The great thing about you is that you are patient, can be disciplined, and you cool like a breeze. Number 2s are very cool people. Very cool. You want to be around them. They got that good aura, and they can get along with anyone. These people will listen to people more than any other number. Life path number 2s. Very powerful vibration. You know what I mean? And number 2 people, they need balance. They need balance. And they're the ones who sometimes feel the need they need to help you, or also they need help or advice. And they know what people are going through because they can feel people's energy and is able to take on people's emotions, and they can read energy. Number twos. They are naturally creative and sensual souls, and they love music, harmony, um, and joy. They want to be in peace. Peace, harmony is what they into. I got to skip around because I can't. They all about the home life, the roots. Because I can't read everything in this book. Because if I do that, there's just a lot in this book. This is my book. If I publish this, y'all gonna like, ooh, I'm gonna get this. Um, these people are family oriented. So they love company, their friends. So they like family or the roots, the family, all that means on the ancestors, the home, you know. They can be good problem solvers too, because they got a mean intellect and good researchers, not only psychic, and they're very analytical. They analyze, observe, pick up on energies. It's good for them too. Don't be around all type of people because they can feel ill and sick and stuff like that there. So imbalance don't do well because it affects their immune system, very sensitive, make them sick in the stomach, their gut. So they're very receptive to energy. So they need to protect themselves from all kind of people and people problems and people emotions and thoughts because they can easily become imbalanced. So in my book right here I'm reading, and feeling and taking on everybody problem. Number two's got to be careful. And so financial security means a lot to these people. Um, They want to feel comfortable and safe in everything they do. So they're very careful. They move careful. They're very picky because they know how they are. They know they're super emotional. You know, they're nurturers, of course. They're nurturers. And they're really not fighters and up front leader, but they'll fight for family. They'll fight for family or certain things like that. Um, and they're the one who help kings get put in the position they in, and queens get put in the position they in, and they help people move. They are the ones who are negotiators like that, and the ones who bring unity toward family and to people. So they can be very loving, but on the downside, they can be very loony at the same time. Life path 3, I'm gonna get to that next, Miss Mocha. They love the research and gather information. So we still on life path number 2s. They got a highly psychic mind, I told you, and they can be hoarders. So they got to be careful where they have a whole bunch of junk in their house, keep saving up things because they kind of possess and want to keep it. So they got sentimental value. So number 2 people, as I read my book, they're meditative, compassionate, and caring. We know that. Privacy is part of this vibration. So secrets and privacy, these are your people. They don't want to be all in the forefront and all that there. But they're great conversationalists, even though they don't appear like that, but they can go. They can go. Because they deal with the most. So the mood changes all the time. So they must look at the moon phases. Anytime the moon phases change, they must study the moon phases. They deal with the moon, the mother. So the mother is very important. The family is very important. Women's in their life is very important. Also, family in general, man or woman. So these are your people right here. You know, they can be withdrawal on the downside, you know, and they can be very depressed on the downside. And number 2 people, you know, these number 2 overall they're team players and stuff, you know, but they let their emotions take over. Man, they don't want to mess with nobody. You know, they stay isolated. But on overall, they are sociable. They kind, very kind people. They silent knowers where they just know things in secret. They just and they hate injustice. They are nurturing souls. They are the great judge of character where they know people character. They know about people. And it has inner wisdom flowing through them. So some could be, of course, shy, but they're adaptable, and they carry ancient wisdom once they get tapped in tune with themselves. All these life path 3s say, okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Just can't skip it now. Cause we on number 2. We coming. Just bear with me. Cause number 2s are clairsentient. The son life path 2. Well, yeah. What I mean that he's very cool and calm, and 2s are like you're easygoing, you're cool, calm, smooth people. They don't like all that drama. They ain't with all that, you know. So these people are clairsentient. They can feel what's up, and they feel what other people feel, so they can go through it. They around bad people, bad energy. So they have to protect the energy. And your son, you say your son the life path too. Well, you can right now train him or give him information about protecting his energy and staying around all type of people. Since you know this, the rest of his life, he would know how to handle himself and deal with himself. Um, but they strongly intuitive and they psychic empaths. So careers for you is more like a poet. A poet, you could be a psychic, uh, musician, a chemist, a librarian who works in a library, computer programmer, engineer. Uh, you can work on the seas, the Navy, a cook, a chef. Cause number two like to eat. They like to eat a lot. Restaurants and stuff like that. An actor, an actress. Cause they're very creative. Number two, super creative, so they can be actress and doctors. Cause they deal with nurturing, so they can be nurses and therapists and counselors and matchmakers. Cause they want to pull people together. A lot of them in politics and stuff like that. So they do good in partnership. Them tools are the type like they ain't got to be in a lead, but they in partnership. They around a good organization. They can really help a good organization because they pay attention to the details, so they can like put the details together and analyze and break it down with scientific reports and all that. They good at putting down or writing down scientific reports. So these are your problem solvers, but they help deal with stomach problems, digestive system problems, asthma. The females, they got to look for their sexual glands. Sexual glands vary where you will have problems at. So do the males' sexual glands. Tumors, uh, stomach viruses and stuff like that. Cancer be part of this energy if they don't get themselves right. So your color will be green, silver, gray, white, and you best during the nighttime. Them tools are good during the nighttime when it's cool and nighttime when the moon out like that there. Um, so your sexual peak would be you're comfortable with a partner if you mostly in tune with them. You got to be mostly in tune. You got to really feel this person. You don't mess with anybody, but when you do, you be very sexual, very freaky when you get that partner. Only with that partner. So you don't like quick sex. You like slow sex. You know, they will call it romantic. Is what they call it. Um, so slow sex is very good to you because you like all that role play. You like to like be submissive a little bit, but it's sort of like the role play. You love caresses, hot massages. You love to please your partner, lovey dovey. You know, sweet sex. That what they like. So them twos are compatible like with sixes and nines, and they could be sevens, but mostly with sixes and nines, stuff like that. Meditation for you is visualize yourself in love with life. Visualizing love, what love is. Yourself in love with the trees, the water, the wind. And it's good to have water around you. You know what I'm saying? Number two, this is how you heal. You know, visualize yourself, your soul, receptive, picking up on the energy from the universe. Like if you need information, psychic energy. So your life purpose. Let's get to it. Your life purpose, goals, and spiritual lessons. To balance out your emotional nature, to work on your limitations with people, problems, and getting into their energy field. To use your psychic gifts to help, support, and counsel people. To stay balanced, you need that. And ground yourself while staying connected to your psychic, to your mind. To lighten up, to have fun, to live in joy and happiness, to be a diplomat or peacemaker when needed. So the energy vortex you deal with is the second chakra, of course, the sacral chakra, the fourth, the heart, and the third eye, the sixth chakra, but also the first chakra. These are energy vortex. I got houses, I got everything, all type of stuff in this book, but I can't read everything in this live. Like I say, it's a lot in this book right here. So, with that being said, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. We can't stay on number two. We got to go to number three. All y'all been waiting for. Number three. I'll turn down so y'all can see my book. Number three. Not the best of handwriting. I told y'all I ain't gonna tell you about everything. This book, when I get it typed out, it's thick. They got everything in it, what you can eat and everything at the end. But I want to read in the first section. Like pad numbers. But as you see, this is my book. Now, Life path number 3. We on your journey. The socializing, adventurous, cheerful, and expressive communicator. Expression is part of your life. Expression. So you're a nasty, ambitious leader. You're a leader. It's deal with Jupiter. It's like the kid energy. Jupiter, Jupiter going to expand and get wise as they get older. The kid grows and get wise. So deal with wisdom. It's a very spiritual journey because the kid happy that it's in his life. So it expands. Everything it touch. It's lucky. It's here. It's lucky. I'm here. Lucky. So anybody who around you have luck, because deal with Jupiter luck. They become lucky. You're very wild spirit, just like a 5, because 3s, they have fun. They like to explore. They like to know what's up. You know what I'm saying? They like to learn. Like a kid like to learn. But when they get older, they get wiser. The wise, the sage. So they are nasty, ambitious leader. They're free-hearted, very giving and cheerful. They thrive on adventures, and exploring what life brings because they love life. Their happiness shows how much they love life. This on the upside, on the good side, on the hot side. Oh, it's the way they express themselves to lighten up everybody's day, even the pessimistic type of people. So people love them because they are naturally an entertainer, comedian, an actor who knows how to make people laugh and feel good. Your sense of humor is a part of the reason people miss you when you are not around. People miss you. They love your entertainment. You're a great storyteller. I'm going out the book too because I know all these numbers mean. I wrote this book, so the great thing about you is that you love to give. I'm just skimming through, but you are very generous and caring. Caring. Watch out for people, but you watch out for the people who watch out for people who try to take advantage of you. Yeah, that makes sense. Of your kindness and your generosity, because you're very kind and very generous, very giving, and you're very popular with people who you know, and you're a great storyteller, like I said. You're creative, you're artist, you're hardworking when it's something that you really want to do. You deal with music, got a musical soul and rhythm, young spirit. Even if you're older, you feel like you got the youth in you. You don't have feel young and look good and beautiful. So and charming, charismatic. So it deal with Jupiter. This is the planet of luck, expanding, growth, because you always want to grow and expand and get bigger. And so this means that you're very curious. You're very curious. You want to try things out, different foods, the way things taste, and things like that. So if your life path number 3, beautiful people, you're a visionary. You can be a psychic, clairvoyance. You're a natural teacher, and you give good advice. So if your life path number 3, I see y'all got life path 3 in the comments. I see you, Miss Mocha and CCK. Spirituality is part of your life. You need that. You need to be spiritual to keep you balanced. But on the downside, you could be imbalanced, unfaithful, unloyal, ain't loyal to nothing, inconsistent, not consistent, and lose yourself. You appear to be kind of like a fake a little bit, and jealous, and argumentative, and headstrong, and exaggerative, and go to the screen, do this, go to the screen on things, and gamble a lot. Take risks, unnecessary risks. Your thoughts scatter, and over emotional, superficial. So fire is this energy, so it's very charismatic. So y'all can be hairdressers, anything that deal with communication, y'all will succeed. Anything that's in the public as communicating and expression and journalism, y'all will succeed. Being a comedian, an actor. And so y'all very imaginative. So you find it easy to read other people's thoughts and feelings. So you are charming, stylish, elegant, with good taste, but y'all friendly and open. Open to all type of things. Some people turn gay with this energy. Not all. Because they do a lot of stuff. They want to explore. They want to be very adventurous on all type of stuff. You're admired for your universal outlook on things and your thoughts, because you have the universal mind and thinking. You love to inspire and motivate people. You're very sensual and open to anything sexually, unless you are disciplined. You got to be disciplined. This energy here need discipline. You're beautiful. Beauty is part of your life. You love beauty. So your spiritual gifts or your psychic gifts will be telepathy. Some is mediums. Y'all could be mediums of the earth, clairvoyance, clear audience, channel energy. Y'all intuitive, of course. Automatic writing. Any psychic gives a deal with communication, like psychic speaking. Like you just say things, don't know how you said it, but you just use correct when you describe a person or read a person, and don't know how you said it. So this is very powerful. So your careers for you: hairdresser, poet, barber, writer, the one who went to jury, a lawyer, a judge, a club owner, performer, a gardener, all in the garden, filmmaker, photography, public relations, comedian, actor, actress, a journalist, like I said, a broadcaster, psychologist, a therapist, spiritual leader, a healer, um, medical science, advertising, market, salesperson, musician, massage therapist, and stuff like that. So I got to try to get through this right here. Your health deal with sore throat, skin problems, foot problems, lungs, liver, heart failure, diabetes, and stuff like that. Low blood pressure, arthritis, emotional upsets, and emotional breakdowns. That's your health problems. Your color would be purple, dark blue, indigo, probably burgundy like that. And you are best. Your best time of the day is anytime, because threes is all over the place. Anytime. Um, your sexual pieces, you love sex, the adventurous, the playfulness, and you're a performer who love to have fun. So you need a partner who will stimulate you in the bed, and who's willing to do anything to keep you hooked or interested. Like the numbers 1, 3, 5, and 9. So those who have these life path numbers, they can keep you hooked. So for you, meditation will be visualize yourself elevating like ascended master. She said, damn, about to call my doctor tomorrow. Okay. I got I got like the health remedies at the back of this book, but I ain't gonna put that on there today. So I told you this book got a lot. I'm just skimming through it. This is my book I wrote. But you got to visualize yourself growing spiritual. Think big, because this is a number that always think big. Like you ask these people to get you one bag of potato chip, they're gonna get you 2 or 3. So they do it big. They get you more than what you ask for. And they don't want to give you something, they don't want nothing back. A lot of them, unless they're on the downside. Um, so thinking big, and you will manifest what you think through your visions and thoughts into reality. But your life purpose and your goals and your lessons is to lead by your heart and become an empath for yourself and others. Have empathy for others and yourself also. And you're here to help and aid others through your strong intuition and inner wisdom. You're here to inspire others and motivate others to better themselves. And you're here to be a leader of any kind and a positive role model. You're here to be successful and accomplish your goals, but you're also here to teach people what you learn through your experiences. And so that. So your energy vortex of chakras will be the sacral chakra, the throat chakra, which is right here, or the third eye, and the crown. Because it deal with I know type of energy too, psychic knowing. Now moving on. Moving on. CCK say, damn, about to call my doctor. I got to move on. I got to go faster than this. Because this video going to be over about 2 hours. So, okay, life path number 4. I got to move on. So y'all can see what I'm talking about here. Life path number 4, my handwriting, of course. The letter D is the 4th letter. But so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so let me flip this back around. Life path 4. You are the solid, organizing, visionary, unique hard worker, and material manifesting genius. You did manifestation for real. You are a unique, passionate, and profound thinker. So you are a deep thinker. You are naturally a genius who is curious and love to explore. You like to experience everything, especially something that's weird. So you deal with experience, like you very experimental, even though you sometimes you don't like to go outside that box. You can be fixed sometimes, but also it's Uranus energy and Saturn mixture. So So you know what you're vibrating on. Okay. And some see you as odd, weird, and different. You are unconventional, which means like a free spirit. You could be a hardhead or outcast. So you can be an outcast in your society, but you're a celebrated genius, or you could be a celebrated genius, either outcast or a celebrated genius, either one of the two, or both. And you like to break the rules and test them out and to experience them. That's number fours. Life path number fours. You are very experimental. It is naturally built to survive any storm or weather. This is a very intense, forceful number four. Look at that. There are four corners, four elements, all the elements. But it's an earthly vibration that holds all the elements. So you have a great survival instinct, which is strong. You like to break the rules and change them up. You are challenging, intense, forceful, calm, cool, but serious, charming, entertaining, and you could seem like a mystery to people. Very mysterious behavior. Very mysterious. The great thing about you is that you are practical, loyal, solid, wise, organized, neat, protective of your loved ones, and a provider on the upside. You are also stable and very supportive of family and friends. You are determined to accomplish your goals and have incredible willpower. You can be a fixer or stubborn and resistant to change. So these are your rebellious people, number fours. They can be very rebellious against thoughts, against the system, things like that, outcasts. See, my two kids got life path 4. Okay, I see. They bad. Like to test the rules, break the rules. Would you put up Mr. Master Glam? uh, you prefer a routine life because you're unpredictable and you be in unpredictable situation. You have a natural genius for planning, fixing, and problem solving and building things. So a lot of these people have like hands that's mechanical hands, like Pat fours that are healing hands, because number 4 is a healing number 2 now. So they are healers. So you're the most trustworthy and devoted. Uranus means that you are not to be fixed because Uranus is a planet of change, revolution, rebellion, unexpected events, and forward thinking. So this makes you claircognizance, which means I know type of energy. Number 4, get downloads from the universe. People think you are weird because you act differently, and you're born with and you think different. You're here to be innovative and bring inspiration to souls on a humanitarian level, because this could be a humanitarian. This is humanitarian number 2. So you are structured and belong to an organization type of person. You're about the roots, the family, the friends, and the ancestors. It means a lot to you. But you have a complex thinking, hard thinking. And you can be very serious, like I say. But you're here to bring new ideas and inventions into the world. Whatever you visualize, you have the power to manifest. Say you call them the busybody, your kids, yes. Four is the earthly, so anything that's earthly can be busybody. And they all over the place. And thoughts, mind. But on the downside, fours can be violent, harsh, a sadist, a know-it-all, argumentative, slow to make a decision. So they need balance in the mind to win. They need to be balanced in spirit, mind, emotions, and their body to win. So you got to eat correctly too. So they can be a healer and a therapist in any field, a teacher also, along with an entrepreneur or whatever they choose, because they're highly intelligent, determined, they're persistent. Fours are persistent. They're goal-oriented, they're driven about something. And so they accept people who they are. They like people who are different, and their thing is to get outside the box. You have to get outside the box, because fours can be stuck when they're stuck on something. Get real down to earth, and they're here to help bring stability, order, truth, balance, and justice and compassion to people's lives. So now you know what you're here for. So this is earth sign, making practical discipline serious, like I say, and calm and cool, but they live in the presence and the now. So they ain't with all that fantasy stuff like that. But they're here to tap into that though, and speak from the truth from the heart. So the spiritual gifts is physical feelings about what they feel, because they could feel anything that deal with like feeling the earthly feel, like uh psychic feeling, psychic touch, which means touching things like earthly things and reading the energy off it, like that there, because they got healing hands. So all that, you know what I'm saying? Also, they got strong intuition. Physical empaths, where they can feel energy in their body and they can read, they know if somebody's sick. So they do the medical, they know somebody's sick. So a lot of people who have this life path, they work in a funeral home. So the careers for these people are expert of any kind. They like to master things. A teacher, a healer, a TV, a radio personality, a computer expert. Let me cut on my light so I can see more. A computer expert, a bricklayer, a printer, a factory worker, a plumber, a janitor, an architect, a mechanic, a farmer. Oh yeah, they deal with the farm. Yes, an engineer. Those who hypnotize you. They could be a Freemason too. A lot of Freemasons deal with number fours and stuff like that there. A scientist, a spiritual leader, a healer, a lawyer, a business owner, a manager, a supervisor, a landscaper, a funeral home worker. I know a lot of life path fours or people who have them fours in their chart. They are funeral home. They work in the funeral home. I noticed that. You got to notice this and notice their birthdays. Who work in the funeral home? Um, a funeral home worker, owner, financial planner, advisor. My cousin born on the 13th of July, and he work in the funeral home. He want to own his own funeral home. Advisor, judge, because fours deal with death, life, transformation, and all that together, and rebirth. So your health problems will be your lungs, your kidneys, dealing with your lungs, your kidneys, constipation, tumors, can't sleep, lack of sleep, colds. You will have odd, unusual illness. Just come on, you don't know why. And then also mood swings, because this could be a suicidal number on the downside. Suicidal tendencies. They make a lot of errors. They can be very valid, like I say. So your color is green, gray, brown, and cream. Your sexual peak is you love to express yourself in an exotic way or sexy way. And you like to feel comfortable and secure when it comes to sex. Once you feel safe or at ease, you become sexual, adventurous, and experimental. You're compatible with three or five, but you could also be compatible with seven. Because threes and five, that would take you on a wild adventures and experiment with no problem. Threes and fives, they already there with that. So meditation for you is visualize yourself living in truth, staying balanced, and being stable or in order. You know what I'm saying? Imagine yourself bringing stability to everyone and everything. Visualize the type of life and planet you want so you can manifest, because you deal with you're visionary. Boys are visionaries. So the life purpose is to balance out yourself, to balance your mind, your spirit, emotions, and body, to be innovative and think outside of the box, think outside of tradition and religion, outside of the box, and to know your self-worth, to create, to build, connect with others, and feel a part of a community. Yeah, so you also can build your community and to create. You're here to help others with your problem-solving gifts and healing abilities in a practical way. So, this is very powerful, beautiful people. Now let's move on. We got to move on to life path number 5. So they very stubborn. They're both Tauruses too, dog. And add on to the 4. I see you, Master Glam. Life path number 5. Y'all share like this, like them YouTubers say. Get this in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? So this came late. He fired with this numerology. He got a whole book, but he only skimming through it. In the future, y'all buy it because he only give me a little bit. Here we go. 5 is more of a free spirit. It's deal with the mind. It's masculine energy. It's the fast, speeding, free spirit who's adventurous. These people are all over the place. Quick mind and a social networker. They like to network and connect with others. My girl is like path 5. So I got a brother here like path 5. I got an aunt. She's a like path 5. So they're pretty much free spirits. Fives don't want to be really boxed down. But if they maintain themselves, the right connection, if they got like a 4 in the center like my girl, then it'll be a stable combination. But they got a 3 and 5 and numbers like that, they're gonna be wild, very wild. Especially they got a big old 9 and they ain't on the right track. So, life path 5s, you're a nasty talker, talkative, expressive. You're business minded. Always got the hustle and feel, advertising, communicating, connecting. So you like to social engage with people. You're all about movement and energy. You are the energy. You deal with spirit, so you have a changeable nature. You don't never know. You might say one thing and change it up. Sometimes you can be contradicting yourself a lot. But you deal with thoughts, so you think all the time. So you overthink. You overthink. And you don't like to be bored. You know what I'm saying? You don't like to repeat a task. You like to try things different, multitask. You don't like the same old, same old. You want to test out things. This is vibration. I like to experiment things and be adventurous and explore like 3s. But you're a good salesperson. You like to stay on the move, stay on the go. You cooking something. Dog, don't burn up the food. You don't left the house and it's still cooking. You left the house and it's still cooking. Oh no. Oh no. Let me pick up this phone and let my girl know. Hey babe, I'm going live right now. I want you to look at my channel. Okay, y'all. The Life Path 5s. Like I said, Life Path 5s, beautiful people. They are travelers. They're travelers. They constantly social engaging, and they like to connect the people, place, and things to nature, the elements. It's very powerful. If you're like Path 5, put it in the comment. Because you want to activate your energy. If you're like Path 3, put it in the comment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever your number is. But I'm a 7. We're going to get there. So, like Path 5, you're a traveler at heart. You're very popular. You can be very popular, very adaptable, freedom loving. You'll fight for freedom. Brave. You'll do some stuff that people won't do sometimes. You're like, oh, did this person did that? Like Path 5s. They quick, flexible. In my book right here, makes you a great writer, know how to translate languages, and have many ways to break down something. Because you can be an actor or actress and things of that nature. Kelsey Vibration say, hey, thanks for being here with this live. Life Path 3. I already been there, Kelsey. You have to go back through here. But we on number 5 now. You can listen to number 5 that's sort of like you. But Life Path 5s, because 5 deal with Mercury. Like 4 deal with Uranus and Saturn. 5 deal with Mercury. So you know what I'm talking about. So 5 deal with the mind. So you are good at all kinds of expression, like Path 5s. You are energetic, of course. Very adventurous, of course. And you did the 5 senses. Of what? Of what? You taste, you smell, you touch, you see, and you hear. You want to explore it all. So what you taste, what you put in your mouth. You try different foods. What you smell, different colognes, different perfume. Try different. What you touch, you want to get to the physical aspects of touching. What you see with the eyes, different beauty, different situations, different environments. What you hear, different sound, music. You know what I'm saying? Different words, different people when they speak. Oh, wow. He said he's powerful. Yeah, I'm giving it to you like nobody can give it. Nobody like I had to realize. Nobody like me. I'm a star seed on this earth, like Pep Sappin. I used to think everybody could be like me. They said, no. You the real deal. I want you to never change. You always you. Then I realized, it's only one me like this. I said, damn, I thought everybody can get on my level. I said, no. So with this being said, not being egotistic, but being realistic. Now, we love to connect with everybody and everyone. So 5s are very curious, so they're going to be friends with everybody and test them out. So they love meeting new people, like number 9s. So they like to meet new people because they might meet them that first time, but don't see them again because they want to see how they are and who they are. 5s are that type of them. They want to see what is what. They're curious. And they do thoughts, so they want to know how the person think, So 5 people, they have quick reflections and they love excitement. They like to be in any noisy, excited environment, like a lot of 5s, unless you got 4s in your natal chart. Look at your birth number. And look at your chart If you got fours or something like that, then no. Or twos, no, you might don't like to be in there. So, but life path fives, they wild spirits, just like threes. At least they got it within themselves, or their mind is wild. They think of all type of stuff. If they ain't really doing it outwardly, they're doing it mentally. They researchers. They're all over the place. Information here, information there. They want to hear your thoughts, hear her thoughts. They be into the latest news, what's going on YouTube, on all the social medias. They everywhere. These people are everywhere. Them fives. If not, if they ain't on no social media, believe me, they talking to different relatives. They got many people to talk to. Many people calling them or looking at different movies here or there. So they're very imaginative too. So these people, they stand out in any crowd. People are drawn to their happy nature, good spirit, but they possess many interests and they shine naturally. They advance in thinking. They live for today. They can sometimes read a person's thoughts, which give them telepathy power, mental telepathy. And sometimes because they know what people thinking. So they deal with speech, they deal with lingo. So symbolism, they good at math with symbolism. A lot of them five, not all. It depends on what else they got. Um, what else number they got. So, and depending on if they're on the downside. So that's the thing. So they might be so indulged in alcohol, drugs, because they want to be like escapist, like energy a little bit. It depends on what's on their mind, what they can't handle. So they can be very inconsistent, very nervous energy. They can lack direction on the downside, but also be abusive and irritate people a lot and very moody. Five is a very moody number down. You got to understand this. They can be very moody on the other side. So Mercury is what they deal with the mind, the communication, the way they think. It's all about the message, the word. It's all about symbolism. So So it's all about how they raised up in their childhood. Fast environment, fast movement, fast pace. So they could be the trickster too on the downside, but very nervous, make a lot of errors, be a miserable person, miscommunication, confused, sloppy, oversensitive. That's on the downside. But number five's gifts is psychic gifts is telepathy is one. Clairsentient, they could be clairsentient or astral projection, remote viewing. These are their gifts. So mental intuition, or know how to read, like mind reading, reading your mind, thoughts, astral projection, and stuff like that. So careers for number five: people, public relations, salesperson, a pilot, a writer, musician, gambler, instructor, a scientist. Um, they could be an interviewer who interview you, a stockbroker, a race driver, because they deal with speed, cars, and stuff like that. Uh, Not all five, but some. A lot of them truck drivers too. A lot of Gemini and Virgo energy deal with truck driving and some Mercury there. So lawyers, a business owner, spiritual leader, a politician, a stunt person who'd be an actor, an actress, teaching. Yeah, teaching is very sacred. But these people, teaching it would fit them good. And counseling, advising, a firefighter, a construction worker. Yeah, so we got to say that. Landscaping, stuff like that. But they help deal with the kidneys. They catch colds of the flu. They're prone to injuries to their arms and their shoulders and their hands. A lot of fives, I know. They have lung problems like breathing and stuff, bronchitis, twitching in the face, sleeping disorder, nervous tension, mental exhaustion, mentally, skin problems also. So the thing is about them five, they need to rest their mind. They deal with the mind. So they need to rest their mind. Their chakras or the energy vortexes is energy vortex is the heart chakra, of course, the throat, and the sacral chakra. Now their colors is light colors, or mixed colors, like light colors like sky blue, a light green. They like light colors, or a whole bunch of colors mixed up. So the best time is all around, day and night, day and night. So their sexual peak is playful sex. That's their style. Just like number threes. So they like trying out new thing, new position, new role playing. They like fun. And so they love sex. They love sex. So when you look at people who love sex, look at 5, 3s, 9s could, 2 could, 9s is a big vibration. We're gonna get there. So meditation for them is visualizing themselves, soaking up knowledge, learning, teaching. Because these are the ones, when it comes to knowledge, they good with that. And helping others, because they deal with mental intuition, mental intelligence. So helping others. So also deal with what is called emotional intelligence, which is EI. So helping others reach their higher self. That's what they hear. That's what they should visualize. You should visualize themselves, soaking up knowledge, teaching, helping others reaching their higher self. But they like purpose. Life path 5. Your life purpose is Jackie Bonds. Yes, listen to all. So your life path, Jackie Bonds, as life path 5 is to be disciplined and to be balanced mentally, to be grounded and to be focused, to express yourself and to network and connect with others. That's just part of your life path. To exchange, a change, a bargaining, uh, to be consistent and persistent on one thing at a time, to share your experience with others. So discipline is very important for them 5 because this is a wild energy. Their thoughts, so they need meditation. They need it. Meditation is something that them 5s need. Um, that's basically it for number 5s. Them 5s, that's it, y'all. Let's move on. So now we're going to the 6. Venus. This is my book, y'all. Like path 6. I'm a 7-2, D. So number 6. I'm going down the line, y'all, so y'all can put the time in it as it go along, because I ain't marking the time down. And share. Get this into the algorithm. I hope I'm saying it right. But anyway, life path 6. Venus effect. Beautiful. Beautiful people. When they say beautiful people, when they made that song, beautiful people, or happy people, these people, woo. So, they creative, nurturers, caring. Of course, this is the nurturer. Number 6 is the nurturing number. Deal with the soul essence. So they're gonna be into you, very supportive, like to help you and serve. So kind of think of the Virgo and Libra mixture. Virgos are the helpers, the servers, like humanitarian. Like the Libras is about love, also, and beautiful, and they're beautiful. So and they're wise too. Got great counseling. So these are the type of people that love beauty in all forms because they seek harmony and pleasure from their surroundings. They are strong and passionate. They got a hypnotizing, magnetic nature. So these are hypnotizing, magnetic lovers who love their family life, the home life, and the community life. All about the people. So these are your people persons. Not big as the number 9, but they big enough. So they love to care for their family, their friends, and it's a creative energy, fiery, creative energy. So the people love to care for their family, their friends, relationships, responsibility. They take responsibility. So these are hard workers. They handle their business. And they are cool, calm, and they're very charming vibes. They're cool people. But they can be serious at times. But they're very psychic, naturally, with empaths. Because they can feel your emotions and what you're going through. They can read you. And they can intuitively read people's aura and energy. And this makes them a great therapist, counselor, and psychologist. So they know if people are lying. So you can't trick these people. They're nasty, a lie detector who seeks balance. And they're loving, they're caring, they're dedicated, and they're helpful. These are the people you're dealing with. I think I'm skipping a page or something like that. But this here deal with the letter F too. 6 is the letter F. But these people are very responsible, affectionate, compassionate, and they love harmony. They love peace. They love peace. Think of the Libra, love peace. Think of the Taurus mixture in it. Think of all of this. So this really like air and earth vibration, even though it's a creative fire number. So they very loyal, trustworthy. And we're gonna get to the downside of these people. They're all about love, They care for you. They analyze situations, so they make great problem solvers. They will listen to your pain, your problems, and they don't like to criticize people. They like to listen to people. They have fair judgment, fair judgment. So these people are all about justice, the truth, the light, wisdom, peace, and unconditional love. They're here to be an example of love. DD said, I know you. Okay. You are a loving friend and family member. That's what they are. A loving friend and family member who honest, thoughtful, and a caretaker. So they're nurturers. They communicate, they like to communicate and connect with animals or almost anything. So they like to feel useful and to be used. Because it's a number of servants. So humanitarian, they're the humanitarian of the first order. And they're here to help, serve, support, and counsel and nurture. This is what they're here for. So this is your life purpose. To help, serve, support, counsel, and nurture. Wherever you go, you're a caretaker. And you are a foundation of wisdom, love, support, and advice. You feel it's your duty to serve and to help others. Your most important thing is the home, the family, and your friends in your community. You are imaginative. They like to imagine things. They're stylish, very elegant. You talking people who look good. Number 1 is a 6. And number 9, whoo, whoo, you got to match. You got to match. Stylish, beauty. You deal with Venus effects, so the good light. But on the downside, they can be very critical of others. Think of the Virgo. Think of a Libra can be critical. They do well in stressful situations, but they're very stubborn, like the gospel. Talk, talk, talk. Well, that's on the downside. They're the interfere in people's lives, be nosy. They can be the jealous type on the downside. And a narcissist. Look at your number 6. Like past 6, if you're on the downside, you can be a narcissist. And suspicious. They can worship people. I always talk about glorify people, worship people, and stuff like that. Attitude. And they can be fake, superficial. But also they can be religious on the downside. And too self-righteous and stubborn. So the planet Venus is all about love and attraction. So this is what it's about. They always think about love. That's only on the downside. You might don't experience the downside as a number 6. So pleasure, they like pleasures. They love sex, but they love love. They love the fantasize. They love fantasy. They love the dream world. They love the imagine. And so they're all about fashion, style, fashion. They want to touch you, feel you, hold you. That love romantic story you hear about. These people right here. They naturally flirts. Like they can communicate very well. Very flirtatious. Very charming. With the great humanitarian nature. Very friendly. Could be your best partner. They like marriage. Marriage is very important to these people. They want to find the right partner. And they're highly sexual, like I said. Charismatic, like I said. So, very creative. Creative artists. These are the people. Into your music, your arts, and everything. These are the people. Number 6. So, when it comes to money, sometimes money comes to them in so many ways and unexpected. They are hard workers. They're hard workers. So let me skim on through here. Your spiritual and psychic gifts. Psychic empath, clairvoyance, clairsentient. That's only if you activate it, or you might experience all of this, any of this. You ain't got to be all. But also like sixth sense when dealing with the medical field. You might feel like physical empath, feel sickness in your body, might be somebody else who's sick or ill. So they could also be into mediumship. Mediumship, be a medium. So career for you is a teacher, a lawyer, an artist, a singer, a doctor, a musician, advisor, a tutor, a dentist, a host, a hostess, a host, a female host, a writer, an athlete, one into real estate, social worker, a professor, a beautician, a surgeon, a makeup artist, a fashion model, interior decorator, a designer, a public speaker. You could be into the media, construction work, carpentry, mechanic work, engineering, into engineering, landscape, business, have your own business, uh, accountants, a gardener, a psychologist, a farmer. And your health deals with the lungs, the nose, the throat, the asthma, fever, irregular blood circulation, the heart, the breast for the woman's, and problems in your head, mental problems, heart trouble, infections, and female the uterus. I'm on number 6, life path 6. I'm going to 7 next. My life path and DD life path, which you're dreaming for. So, okay, your best time is the daytime, number 6. And you know, I got the best days and everything on here, but I told you I ain't gonna put everything on here, but this book got a lot. My book, let me show you what it's looking like. This is my book. I told you I don't put everything on here, right? So your color, I know it's raggedy writing, but when I type it out, it'd be good. It's a whole book, all these filled up with writing. But anyway, your colors is blue, from the lightest to the darkest. Your sexual peaks is wild sex. Wild sex, you're the master of sex, passionate sex. Um, but sex got to be earned in a relationship. Once you let it out, it's unstoppable sex. They got to earn it. You just ain't gonna give it to anybody. So you compatible with another 6, number 2s, like that there. Number 2s and another 6, what you compatible with. So life path 6, visualization for you. Visualize love, beauty, and the family love and peace and harmony. So visualize that. That's meditation for you. Visualize yourself giving, helping, and supporting people. Spreading love everywhere. Cause this love vibration. Mass number 33 is a higher version of the number 6. So that's why mass number 33 people should look at number 6 too. So your life purpose, the goals, the spiritual lessons is to learn. It's to love and be devoted to a cause, to heal people and serve people with your gifts of wisdom, beauty, and creativity. To live in peace, to be balanced, to give and receive, to listen to your own needs and set boundaries, to love and be an example of love. So your energy vortex, your chakras. Yeah, I'm almost still on 6. I'm about to go to 7 in a minute, Dee. Bear with me. The heart vortex, the third eye is your chakras, number 6, and sacral chakra, and also the throat. Okay, we're moving on to number 7. This is my life path. I got to show you. Got to show you what I'm working with. Life path 7 deal with Neptune. Because number 6 deal with Venus. We got a little bit of Mercury, right? Number 7 deal with Neptune and the moon, y'all. This is my life path number. When you add up all your birthday numbers, you see it, vibrate on that. Y'all feel it in your veins? Well, see, ooh, got a lot of people on 9. Want to see number 7? It'd be hard for number 4s and number 3s to be compatible. Now, put the time down for life path 7. And I'm gonna explain this real quick before I go to life path 7s. 4s is more unity and harmony. They don't like all that wildness like number 3s, you know. So it'd be kind of hard. It'd be a little battle. It might compliment each other. Like that there. But here we go, y'all. Here we go. Life path 7. Life path 7 is the deep thinker, the psychic visionary, the master of the mind. They deal with knowledge. These are your truth seeker, very creative, magical. They like magic. This is number of magic. This is number of spirituality. This is number of God. Some say spirit. The number of nature. The number of charm. So these are your magic geniuses, intuitive geniuses. They got that eye, the third eye. So they deal with the master of the crown chakra, psychic, knowing, claircognizance. So these are your deep thinkers, the intuitive geniuses. They're creative, innovative, will think outside of the box, intelligence, and imaginative. Very dreamy number. Neptune, flavor. So these people love information. They love to learn. So life path 7 people love information. They love to learn. They're the expert when dealing with knowledge, information, something to master knowledge. Life path 7. They deal strictly with the mind and spirituality. So we're talking about emotions, deep into the river, to the ocean. So life path 7s, They want to know what is God. They question early in life, what is God, who is God, who is what is what is what. They question a lot, skeptical people. So they very spiritual. Your spiritual Buddhas, those who seek the answers to life mystery, and they like to go into the deep, the unknown, give you like a Pluto vibe a little bit, right? But Neptune vibe. Neptune go deep into the ocean, right? So there's like perhaps 7, right? But a little Cancer, so they kind of like nurturers and caregiver at the same time, but they're mostly Neptune. But a little bit of Jupiter splash, a little bit of Jupiter splash. So they want to explore when dealing with the mind, when dealing with emotion. But the water take over this here. Um, it's the mind. And so they represents God, the universal cosmic forces, or the God number, and it's the God frequency. So these are light workers, natural born healers. They have a gift to heal and heal others. They detach themselves from human limitations. And if they tap into their higher self energy from within, they have the powers of intuition, empath, psychic vision, all psychic gifts. They can go through and experience all psychic gifts, or at least half of them. Because they naturally got psychic gifts. So they are inborn visionaries, and this is a psychic number. 7 is the psychic number. 2, 7, 9s, and 11s is psychic numbers at its core. Uh, they're inborn visionaries. All numbers are psychics, but who will be mostly in tune with it and mostly go for it is these numbers. All numbers have psychic gifts, but these are the numbers that will be mostly into this or naturally happen to them. So light path 7s are inborn visionaries. It has penetration vision. So they be into the coast, the esoteric realms that only a few can. They're great visionary and they like to manifest through visions. They did meditation. They are the master of meditation. Their home is meditation. Silence. They need to be silent. They need to be still so they can let the energy rest. When they rest up, they get all the information, get all the knowledge. And balance is the key. So they got to be in tune with nature. They got to separate themselves from people at times so they can rest up their energy and so they can think to themselves, go out in nature by themselves. These are the people who don't mind going out in nature by themselves or by the waters by themselves so they can heal. They heal when they by themselves. So balance is the key to number 7. So they deal with health, being healthy. So that they inspire, motivate, and inform people. That what they're here to do. To inspire, motivate, inform people, and to raise the consciousness of people. But they also here to bring out the truth and dissect the code. So the energy around them, they are the movers, the shakers, and they get things done when they're focused. Like a lightning strike. So they scrimp and mental scrimp. Like that's how knowledge come to them, like cognites. Like a lightning strike. They get information downloaded from the universe. They be slightly in tune and know you. Because they connected to the highest source. They deal with spirit. They are directly connected to spirit, to source, to nature, naturally. And that's why they always searching for the truth. Religion, they don't do good in because they fall when dealing with religion. They don't do good in religion. And if there is religion, they're gonna be like the preachers, there'll be somebody who over religion, create their own religion, stuff like that. So these are people about the truth. They hate deception, anything fake. So they are your researchers, your detectives, your investigators of life. So they are truth seekers and they hate lies. But they will lie if it could help every soul reach their highest potential. Spirituality lives in their veins. They are the most spiritual out of all people, number 7. 7. The spiritual realm influenced them, the supernatural powers of the universe. To understand the unseen is what they strive to do. The hidden knowledge, the extraterritorial. So they have a natural gift with energy. They have a natural gift with words, to play with the word, to flip the word, to switch the word. So they're good with words. To create their own words. They're naturally in tune with words because words are vibration. Because they're good with words. So they create synergy with the word, which means bringing the words together to create deep philosophy to the world. They do all of this, play the word, dissect the word, flip the word, bring out the truth, so they can bring new philosophy and new meaning to things and to the world. So they make great teachers, researchers, and this will make them the best scientists of all humanity. Life path steps. So they bring the spark of light to the outside world. Meditation, they meditate a lot, even like when they on the move, meditating thoughts, they fall into a little trance. They fall into like a trance. A trance, yeah. And they wake themselves up, like shake their head, like I do that a lot. Shake my head. They get downloads of information like that because they're very psychically in tune. So they are reflecting their thoughts, introspective, and think about what mistake they made and trying to correct themselves and stuff like that. They're always trying to correct themselves. And so they deal with the home of the collective consciousness, the home of meditation, the home of the inner self. In my book, yes, your inner self is where they have a lot of knowledge. They look within to feel the spiritual harmony through focused vision, concentration, through feeling, through universal love. So this is a love vibration too. Number 7, because it got Libra in it too, the 7th house. But also it got Neptune, which is orbit, which is 7 alone is bad by itself, but Neptune, the water vibration, was really taking over the flow because it got the moon, it got Venus, and it got Neptune definitely in this number. So the world needs people like them to create harmony, peace, and help to correct the errors, lies, and deception of the world. So they here to expose what's going on in the world, break the taboos of the world. So they bring the truth to the world. So very good, very good, very good. Thank you. Uh, they deal with metaphysics. Like Pastor said, we deal with metaphysics. We deal with alchemy. We deal with astrology. We deal with numerology. And then we naturally excel at being a scientist, a shaman, a wise counselor, a sage, a therapist, a psychologist, a master healer, teacher, a psychic, empath, a spiritual guide, a spiritual master, teacher, and awakener who wake people. And I said a healer because these are the natural gifts, plus they have many more. Super creative. Like Past 7 is super creative. They in tune with the Neptunian energy where they can create movies in their mind. Like I can pick up on your character and his character. I can look at how y'all operate and create a movie and create a whole new movie scene. That's sort of like Life Path 7. Like I'm visionary. Like as I speak to y'all, my eyes all be closing a lot because I'm visualizing. I'm talking to y'all and I'm in my flow. Like the water, you know what I'm saying? You see me, I'm always in this part of the house, the room, because this comfortability is that the moon and Neptune and the water vibration deal with comfortability. So they don't trust anything. So sevens don't trust people easy. They don't trust things in the world easy. They have to trust something. And the best thing for seven to trust is spirit so they can trust people, places and things, not everybody. Because it's hard for seven to trust. They're very picky and very choosy who they trust. So they got natural gift plus many more. They question everything. That past 7 people questions everything. And they don't really trust anything. They need to learn to trust, even especially in relationship. And that's how things work out. They don't trust relationships, hard for it to work out. And they want to know the answer to every secret and every puzzle. Seven's like mystery movie. They like to solve it. I like it because interesting because they're going to already tell you what's going to happen before the movie started. I say that a lot. And I say that in a lot of movies to my girl. She say, how you know, babe? How you know? How you know? She said all the time. How you knew this was going to happen, babe? Because I already told her what's going to happen, you know. And this is pretty much a life path 7, cognitive psychic knowing. They turn to find an answer. And a lot of times people say, you right, you always right. They tell the 7 that. You right, you always right. Because life past 7 only going to give people what they know. They ain't going to give, if they don't know, they're going to say, I don't know. They did what I know. So they have to turn to find an answer through their intuition or from within. But they also are intellectual, highly intellectual. They have to balance it out with the intellect and intuition and the psychic gifts, put it all together. Because these are your information people who, when they write something, they give you a lot of information, a lot of details. Like I go on and on and on and on and on and on. So much detail. They like, ooh, you give a lot of knowledge. Let's see, my moon is in Pisces. We talking about life path 7 though, but I understand that relate too. And that's why I told them, Didi, that your astrology relates to your life path numbers. They got to look at that. And look at all of them, like your birth number, life path number. You see, like your astrology chart base gonna be based around all that. I'm a Cancer rising. I got a Pisces midheaven. My careers. Cancer overtake my chart. You know what I'm saying? But Neptune is one of my dominant planets, just like Jupiter and the moon. They're my three dominant planets. So, um, as seven, they free thinkers. They don't let nobody box their thinking. And sevens out of tight, they don't want nobody to look over them while they're working. They basically good at doing things themselves, putting together because they can concentrate and think when they fixed on something. And they don't follow nobody else's rules but their own. They create their own rules. Type at seven. Because they already don't trust nothing anyway. They already don't believe everything. They got to really have facts and find facts intelligent. That's when the intelligence kick in. They need facts. But when it's the intuition is their facts. So they live by their own intuition. They're intuitive without knowing it. Listen by the intuition. I know is the thing from within them. And they're naturally problem solvers. They like to solve problems because they could like to find solutions. That was interesting because it make them feel good to find solutions to problems. I have a moon in Pisces. Okay, you're like past seven? Then do you understand? Uh, they can be very stubborn too, but they are the ones who always find a solution to problems. And yeah, that's right. That's right. You say rules are trash if they don't make sense. They are merely obstacles. That's right. Um, Sevens are very smart, and if you feel like Stassi, you feel like we don't belong here. A lot of sevens, because our mind's so advanced, and that some people can't pick up on speed, and we really get mad at people who started than us. I had to get it over all that. I had to discipline myself and to understand and take people for what level they on. You know, that don't mean that I'm smartest thing on the planet. It's just that right now I'm so up, but when other people can catch up as they grow and they be even more in tune. So something like the mango with other cultures, we really like to learn about other cultures and like learn about everything. And they see the truth for what it is. That's what sevens is. They like to dissect things, different subjects and things. That bring light to the world. They like thoughts, intellectual conversations. Because these other people, they own that type of stuff. They like to talk about spirit. They like to talk about astrology, numerology. They talk about things that people don't talk about, regular stuff. So they deal with the pineal gland. Yeah, the pineal gland. And once the pineal gland is unlocked, they're unstoppable. They have unstoppable superpowers. They could be loners in the world. They feel like loners and isolated at times. That because I feel like people ain't on their page, ain't on the same page as life path sevens. So they can feel very alone, even if they're in a relationship and stuff like that at times. Um, Self-growth and love is important to the people for life path sevens. Very important. And they love life and they stylish people, very seductive. Like sevens are very seductive and very creative flow. And people, some people want to imitate them, be like them, because it's a mysterious, very mysterious energy. You think you know a seven, but then it's like you don't know them because it's magical. It's here, but it just disappears. Like who they really is. When you thought you know them, you don't know them. So they love to learn different subjects and anything that they get into, they like to master because that's why they deal with the expert energy. It's the expert, your professors, a subject, and they're gonna do things differently. They are great communicators, and intellectuals. They can get into the media and radio broadcasting. Uh, Break things down, like I say, your surgeons, your geniuses, like your scientists, the ones who bring new inventions, new things, new ideas, new thoughts. And they like to fantasize. They are dreamers of love, nurturers of love, and performers of energy. They could be the life of a party too now. You gotta understand with Neptunian energy, they be very fun loving. Um, this is very long, so I'm gonna go cut this off because spirituality is they focus on being imaginative into the subconscious realm. They're very kind, cool, collected, generous, observant, very observant. And this one probably longer on the downside. They can be snappish, like past seven, violent, hot tempered, yes, argumentative. Cause they already think they smart. They chop it down with the word. It can be very hurtful They can be manipulative to get what they want because they know how to do they smart, so they know how to get over you, run all over you. Faithfulness, a planner on your life. They can plan people's deaths and stuff, how they going to get them. Uh, Lost, confused, lazy, live in illusion, withdrawal. They can be martyrs for a cause, escapists. So, spiritual world is of the seven. The spiritual gifts is claircognizance, psychic knowing, highly intuitive, empath, clairsentient, clairvoyance, mediumship, also clairaudience, being a prophet or prophecy, a seer, all of that. So they can have any psychic gifts according to the person if they open it up. Yeah. Number eight's up next. I'm gonna get to it. I'm about to get off it because I've been on sevens too long. But careers for a seven is a researcher, an analyst, astrologer, numerologist, a scientist, astrologer, a spiritual master, teacher, healer, leader, awakener, a navigator, accountant, a writer, a technician, a musician, a surgeon, a computer expert, an operator. So they deal with advanced technology. A librarian, they be into the library, deal with information, anything deal with information. Editor, who like to edit videos and make it better, who edit things. Expert of any kind, an artist, a poet, a musician, a dreamer, definitely a psychic, a painter, a photographer, a video, ones who do movies and video, filmmakers, a therapist, a counselor, psychologist, a lawyer, a banker, because they good in math. Sevens are good in math. They're good in science. A dancer, a comedian, and they can have their own business. Okay, health problems for a seven is skin problems. When I was going through all the skin thing, I had to get skin cream. Uh, Lung problems, mental illness. Without I been through all that, bad eyesight, bronchitis, worry, because they can worry a lot, like a five, like past 5, 7 worry a lot. Night sleep, arthritis, a minor stomach problems, poor blood circulation, and problems with general infections like bacterial infections and stuff like that. Okay, the colors for a life path 7 people are green, purple, indigo, between dark blue and clear. And they best at night. Sevens are good at night. I love the night. And sexually, the sexual peak is they have a meditative and fantasy mind type of mind when it comes to sex. They like to imagine. They can visualize something, like visualize how they're gonna have sex with the person, but they have it. And then when they have it, they already know how they're gonna have it because they already felt it in their mind. So that whatever they vision, they can really feel like they actually having it. So intellectual sex, conscious sex. If no partner can stimulate them, they will masturbate and feel just as good. But the number for a seven would be sexually would be 3, 6, 9. That's who they'd be compatible with sexually. But also fives, fours, fives, also sevens can be compatible with. Um, Meditation or ones could be, you know what I'm saying? So meditation for a seven is they the home of meditation, visualization, and all things that's spiritual. So as y'all listen to me right now, as I speak, the being divine, they are protected by the spirit. So they like purpose, their goals, spiritual lessons to be balanced in every area of life, and to use their intuition and high intelligence to help people to solve life problems, to solve complexes of life, and they're here to develop themselves through knowledge and spiritual wisdom. They're here to have confidence and for them to know their self-worth. They're here to use universal powers and the elements for everything. So someone must use the elements and everything like magic for everything in life. Everything. Use their visualization and use all the elements, work the magic. Speak it, think it, feel it, put it out there, work the elements, orange peelings, herbs, put it together. They're here to do that. They're here to aspire with knowledge, so give people information, share the truth, and to solve life problems and complex problems. They're here to develop themselves through knowledge and spirituality. They're here to use their intuition and psychic gifts and to balance themselves in every area. So the chakras is the fourth, the second, and the seventh chakras, and all the chakras the seven represents. So Let's move on. I'm so stuck on 7. I know y'all say this is his number. This is why he's stuck like this, but I got to move on. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. You see a female body? She got a figure 8 body. Look at 8. Look at 8. Powerful 8. 8 is a powerful number. We moving up. Like 7 is the master of the mind and spirit, right? 8 is the master of manifestation. Manifestation. Think of 8. Think of the 8th house, Scorpio. So you know 8 is a powerful number now. Think of Capricorn. Think Capricorn, number 8. So this is that big, powerful, strong vibration. The money go-getting and business executive, material manifester, and powerhouse, number 8. Think of the letter H as number 8. She said, so you had the perfect recipe to be a spiritual teacher, right? That's right. That's right. Lots of Cancer, Pisces, and Sag energy. Mostly Cancer, but got a lot of Neptune, like the planet. You know what I'm saying? And Jupiter as part of my personality, first house. Yes. Dominant energy. Yeah. The planets, I got the planets. Yes. I love astrology, numerology, metaphysics. It never lies. That's right. That's right. Neptune, that's why I said it. Yes. Now we on the 8 energy, 8 vibration. The money go getter, the business exec, the material manifestation, you the powerhouse. Figure 8, figure 8, figure 8. A lot of 8s I know, they got it. They are, I'm going to tell you without reading my book, they are determined, they are leaders, they are strong, they're calm, but they can be serious-minded, but at the same time, they can be crunk, serious, all in one. So they are powerful, confident, consistent, radiant, and more capable with money and finances. They are strong-willed, loyal, they're very loyal. They have a superstar quality. The superstar, number 8, superstar? Superstar? Is that in the tarot card? The star, the card of the star. Is that it? I don't know. But anyway, number 8 is give you kind of like a Leo vibe, a little Leo mixture, a little Capricorn. It's a Capricorn vibration number, so it'd be over all of that. But it got to give you Scorpio, Leo, all mixed in. So number 8 is the people, because earthly light. So they are forever goal-oriented and determined. They have a fortunate nature through hard work. They are builders, and they naturally have executive ability. These are your philosophers. They have strong powers of concentration. 8s can concentrate like no other. Very focused visions. Think of the Scorpio. But think of the earth where the Capricorn is over this vibration. So they are considered as the salt of the earth. They bring fortune to people, fortune to the earth. Fortunate number. They are a natural leader and powerhouse of visualization. So these are visionaries, like number 4s of ideas. They visualize and bring visions into manifestation. So they take responsibility for themselves and only get the job done. And that's one great trait to have. You get the job done. People could count on you, reliable, you're trustworthy. And they handle their business. So they spread their wealth. And they are the material manifester. So they this wealthy vibration, you know. So they disciplined, responsible, and a strong judge of character. They know you. They're good. They got good judgment, and they walk with the head up high and authority, royalty. Let the queens adore me, and the queens will say the kings adore them. Okay, like the emperor or the empress, aka they're the boss. That's the boss, number 8. They just like cheap or secondhand stuff. They like the real deal. Anything that deals with math or finance, they are great at. They makes a great financial advisor, and they're good at accounting, and it makes a good manager. So they deal with like being a manager of all kinds, executive, all high positions, executive positions, and stuff like that, owning their own business. Eights deal with owning their own business strictly. Cause they good hustlers, good business people. They good in organizations, like being in organizations, but leading the organization. So any management positions, supervisors, executive of all kinds, they are caring and supportive, very caring and supportive. 8s want to be the provider of the family because they got a big heart. You know what I'm saying? They give. And if anybody makes them an enemy, it'll be a long time before they get over that person. So you don't want to get no beef with them because they can hold a grudge. Eights can hold a grudge on the downside. They're nasty. They have natural survival instincts, and they can overcome any obstacle. This is a very strong vibration. You gotta understand that powerhouse, and it makes it hard for people to read them because they put on a tough shell on the outside. They probably soft on the inside, but they put on tough shells, so it's hard for people to read them. Some people don't like their scrimp because they're too much for the people. They're so powerful, magnetic. Number eights that it's too much for people. The stock quality, people be hating. A lot of times on number eights, because eights be having it. Eights gonna bring out. They can be an example of leadership, example of wealth, royalty. So they always shine with special things. They're most likely to have the best of everything. People see them as money go getters and a money maker, even if they're not money makers. And they always look like money. And even when they wear simple clothes, they look like money, smell like money. You know what I'm saying? You see these people, their self-worth is very important. A feeling of belonging. And so finding the community they can connect with is important. And they stop being judgmental of others because they can be very critical and be like, you broke person, or you this and you that. And because they want to see people do good and elevate and stuff like that there. So they want to see people do some great things. But they have ambitions to accomplish anything. So they got to have spirit. They can't be disconnected to spirit or they'll lose. Because this is an earthly plane. So they need spirit. If they get attuned with spirit, that balance, they'll prosper more. And don't worry about money a lot, because eights worry about money a lot. Worry about finances a lot. So as long as they in tune with spirit, they're good. So they are stable. So on the downside, they can be greedy, manipulative, materialistic, or work too much. Overworking, power hungry, destructive. I'm on live. I'm going live. I'm going live. Destructive. They can be jealous, my people, and they have a lack of judgment and not emotional. They're not really not emotional type, cold type, but they could be cold on the downside. They could be cold, very cold. Gotta tell my people I'm going live for y'all people. I can't just stop my live. The number eight has a tendency to be a victim of tragedy of a robbery, cause they have money, death. But also they can be the type who scheme for money, scheme. You know what I'm saying? They tend to worry about a lot of money, and they don't even need money, and they still be worry about money. So discipline is part of this plan. They organize people. They deal with structure and organize and planning. They're great planners, event planners, and they need neatness and cleanness and stuff like that. So they make great mentors. You know what I'm saying? These people are very powerful. They be workaholics. They don't like to be cheap, boring, but on the downside, they can be all of that. Negative, cheap, boring, failure, loss, a gambler, self-centered. So long as they ain't on the downside, they good. They're realistic people, good people to be around in your company. They help you build yourself, come up. They are builders. So ambitious, persistent, and they determined. They got great confidence. Now these people got great confidence. These people, for example, of confidence. You need confidence, come to these people. These people got great confidence, and their spiritual and psychic gifts is they are healer naturally. They get Reiki, the healing hands, healing touch. They got mechanical hands, so they can fix cars, fix anything, because these are your fixers in life and your problem solvers. And so these people, we talk Reiki, channeling up energy like that there, all of that there, yeah. They could be also a mediumship, like talk to spirits and stuff like that there. So they naturally intuitive when it comes to earthly things, like feeling things, and can read it like that there. Feel stuff in their hand. They can read this. They can read you when it comes to career, what you'll be successful in. They know your positions, your role that you'll play. So their career for them is any executive position, any leadership position, a real estate position, a banker, a labor type person, a grave digger, people who study like bones, and people like your prison wardens and your dealers and the business owners, like I said, sanitation workers, labor workers, business managers, the ones who pass out, do the pharmacy work, palm readers, A medium, a psychic, like I said, surgery, a actor, a actress, a lawyer, a police officer, a politician, stuff like that. They do stuff like that. Healing work. They could do healing work, like be a healer, herbs, use herbs to heal, like Dr. Savy. I think he like have 8 or he have an 8 in his chart. So the health problems will be with the headaches, constipation, um, dealing with their bowel system and toxic buildup in their blood and all that there. Chronic diseases like when you shake, what it's called, epilepsy, toothaches, jaundice, what the thing called? When you're deaf, deaf is part of their health issue. Joint pains could deal with the bones, leprosy, swelling. They have problems with their legs, their teeth. They have problem with their ears and heart problems. Heart problems. And also sleeping. It's hard for these people to sleep because they always constantly thinking. But your colors will be black, dark blue, burgundy, and dark brown. All the dark colors. We deal with the dark side, dark colors, transformation, life, death, all of that. That all makes you great healers. So this is very important. Number 8s. And sex, they kind of lack passion for that. A lot of 8s, but when they do warm up, it's a different story. They could be the best lovers. So another number 8 and number 1 fit these life path number 8 people. 8 or number 1 is who you compatible with the most, or number 4 is like that there. Mostly even numbers like 4s and 2s. And number one match. But visualization or meditation for you is visualize yourself one with the universe force of one, and that you're making a change for the better and the good in the world. So your life purpose number 8, and your lesson is to have power. You're dealing with power. You learn about power. The whole thing, like anything that make you feel powerful. It could be a position you in. It could be the power of nature, the power of this, the power of that. But you want power, even if you feel magical, because 8s deal with magic too. So 8s love magic. They love magic, love tarot reading, like that there. So having power and power, authority, you will learn about authority figures, fight, rebelling against authority and stuff like that there. Rebelling against officers and guards and your father and strong male figures and stuff like that there. So this is what number 8s to deal with. And so you must build your self-worth and open up your medium channels or your psychic channels, and don't be scared of it, because you be so earthly that you avoid your mediumship channels or your psychic channels. So you have to balance out your material self with your spiritual self. If you don't do that, you will have problems. You got to have the spiritual essence in your life. And you're here to help build and lead groups or organizations. And you're here to inspire by being an example, by feeling a sense of belonging to something, belonging to that. You deal with the root chakra and the crown chakra. Strictly the root, but also the crown. That's I know, and the root, survival instinct. So you know how to make it. Now moving on, number 8 people. I had to go to the number 9. Number 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. In my book. This is my book. The letter I. Like the third eye. This that balance of masculine and female energy here. You do tarot? Yeah, you got the hands for that, Master Glam. It's in your hand, the energy, the universe flow through you. Number 8, they already know what they is. They know they're part of the source. If not, you know what I'm saying, they are the divine. So that's why you got a lot of energy flow through you. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with you, 8 is a step up from 7. So 8's already been with 7 at. 8 now manifesting. So 8 will have gifts too. Now moving on to the number 9. Y'all could jot this down, number 9. We talking about light path number 9. I know a lot of light path number 9. These are the universal light bringers in the world. These are your therapist people. And these are your givers, your helpers of the world, because they're the old souls. So what they here to help? Humans of the planet. These are your big humanitarian. Not number 6. You flip that around, you get 9. So boom. These are your big humanitarians. Number nines had shape like this. It already have a lot in its head, in the circle part going down to the earth. Six is going up. They're trying to get where get to number seven, which means up into the universe. So number nines. Number nine got all the numbers, so it got all the traits, all the gifts. This is the black warrior or the warrior in general. I say the spiritual warrior. It's not no specifically color, but when we say black, we talk the dark side warrior, like ninjas, warriors. So these are the brave people. They fight a lot. All through your life as a life path. Now you gonna fight, fight, and you gonna win. Cause that's what you're here to do. Fight and overcome things. You do that easily. Overcome obstacles. Overcome your mind. Overcome your emotions. Overcome everything that come your way. You're gonna be the protector of your home, your people, your environment. So you have a combination of the strong psychic mind, naturally, it's already developed in you, and highly intuitive, highly intelligent, imaginative, or dreamer, or natural born wisdom or old soul. You're highly energetic, you're cool, you're calm, you're already happy, going hyper individual, all this energy, so energetic and joyful soul, but also, they got, of course, you got a downside. So it makes you very impulsive, like the Aries, the Scorpio, all in one energy with the Sagittarius, the Virgo, all in one. You're a very active individual who's a natural born leader. You're connected to the great spirit of the universe naturally. So you have all it takes. Now you're here to complete the task of helping humanity, giving from the heart, giving from the soul, with nothing in return. You get more back naturally. Um, Knowledge flows through you from the new universe because you're highly sensitive to vibrations. So you class sentient or psychic empath, and you're forever receiving psychic energy within you, even if you're aware of it or not. You have a quick mind, always ready to learn and expand. Life path number nines. So you are the life force that inspire all numbers and motivate all numbers to do better. And you are backed up and you protects all numbers. So that's what makes you a great humanitarian, because number nine get along with some of everybody. White, black, yellow, anybody. Number nine stand on what it stand on though, but still can get along with everyone except everyone. It's humanitarian. It accept your thought and his thought more than any other number there is, without debating, but trying to learn from it without you changing them. You can't change them. They're gonna believe in what they believe in, number nine people. But they will listen to you and they will respect your thought and your mind. So they are this is a single number of completion. It's very strong life force. All things is in the number nine. They're naturally strong, powerful, motivated, and inspired by the life force that lives through them and around them and in everything that's around them or in them, because they are the old soul and they carry ancient wisdom. So they hold the light of the truth within them. So they like, the Hemet card and your tarot reading, your tarot reading, the Hemet who hold the light to the earth, to the world. These are your number nine people right here. Your Hemet. Yeah, the Hemet. So they need isolation to bring you that wisdom. Like the seven, they're gonna help and give to you, inspire you. These are people gonna give you the inspiration you need. And very friendly and very generous, but can be very dangerous on the downside. It's very brave warrior energy. And whoever comes to them and need a light of wisdom, they give it to them because they got it. And people come to them naturally. They know that these people wise. They operate wisdom, even if they're doing wrong or right. You will see wisdom in whatever they do. You'll see how they move with joy as a healer, a therapist, and a tutor empath. So these people here, they got natural psychic gifts, natural ability, natural intelligence, natural willpower. They got willpower also. And so they accept people for who they are and from all walks of life. They're very acceptable and humanitarian. Naturally, they are the professionalists too now. They want to do things correctly. Once they get over that professional stage, they're good. They carry a little bit of that Virgo energy. To only a few people, because they tend to be picky and they love to keep their circle small, leaving no room for mistakes or errors. They don't like no error or mistakes. You think eights are planners. They take the number eights as planners and they take number sevens as smart and wise all is part of number 9 vibration. Number 9 had all the numbers. And number 1 is a leader. You see? And so they leave no room for error. They done been there and done that. They feel like they've been there and done that. They get deja vu. Everything is a lesson to number 9 people. They look at everything as a lesson, so that's why I don't get to them like that. Every relationship, everything they've been through is a lesson, so they teach. And they learn from everyone, everything. So these are the people who can do as they please on this earth. It's very strong. They can build you or destroy everything around it. They can build everything around it or destroy it, because this is a powerful number. And they love to learn because they're curious and they're compassionate people. And these are introverts, but also you're extrovert, ambivert. So they can be both. They both in one. Because they need people to socialize with, kick it with. This is what they do naturally. They're easygoing though, highly emotional. They calm, cool, collected, but they can be aggressive, very aggressive, and because they got a lot of energy. Very expressive. Communication is part of their field. They're the most communicative out of all numbers, because it's the highest number. So they have the highest of everything. So we got to think of it. Life path number 9, people got a mean task ahead of them. So a lot of people don't even reach their journey. They want to stay where they at. You know what I'm saying? So they can be underachievers, a lot of life path 9s, because a lot of them like to stay where they at, and they satisfied with everything in life. So even though some of them reach the highest destiny because of that, this completion number. So all they want to do give and see people do good, and they like when people do good. So they are fighters naturally who never gives up, and they're fighting everything they do in life, and they win because they know how to win. They strategize. They keep things going. They keep life going. They're persistent and ambitious. And they talk positive. They like good conversations, unless they're on the downside. They can be very dramatic on the downside and start drama and love drama for fun and violent for fun, because they ain't scared to fight. They don't bother none type of energy. And they just like people who don't have the drive, or they don't like people who ain't persistent. They don't like people who don't get things done. They like people who get things done. They like people who got the drive. So it's about completion and mastery and everything. They do. They will master every subject, everything. And so they're naturally leaders. We know that. Healers, warriors, psychics, emotional intelligence. They got that. Acceptance of others, what they do. Uh, and so this is a very powerful number. So any number that you multiply times 9, you can get 9 back. So that's the thing about number 9. You always gonna get 9 back. So that's show you universal love. 9 times 1, you get 9. 9 times 2, you get 18, which is 9. 9 times 3, you get 27, which is 9. 9 times 4 is 36, which you get 3 and 6, you get 9. So you can get 9 back. And so they have injuries of all kinds, like scars on their face. Like my birth number is 9. I got scars everywhere from fighting and stuff. That's the day I was born on. So like people with like Pal 9 definitely would have scars and be in dangerous situation and live on the edge. Wild people on the downside, and play with dangerous fireworks and firearms, and they would be the one who tote guns and stuff like that. Like a number 4, number 9, these people tote guns and stuff. And number 1s, so number 9 definitely do all this. Number 8s could too. So with that being said, you got to understand, number 9 people are like Superman, Superwoman type of people. The hero type who want to help you, who want to help save you, will fight for you if they love you and they're with you. So they about the idea of love. Love is part of their vibration. They will teach you about love, universal love, vibration, universal mind. They fantasize a lot. They got a high sex drive, overbearing. These are your sages and stuff like that. So they don't really care about material aspects of life. So they spend money quick. They need to learn to put money up because they don't really care about money. You know what I'm saying? They get money. Money come to them easy because they lucky. This is a lucky number. The money will always flow to these people. They will always have some type of fortune. They don't really care about money. And that's what they need to do. Put money up. But they don't care. Everything that number 9 people do is on a big scale. They think big, do it big, and they ruthless to accomplish their objective. They don't let nothing get in their way because they overcome all obstacles. So number 9 people on the downside, they're explosive. They have quick tempers. Yeah, they ain't nothing to play with. The most dangerous out of all numbers, they nothing to play with. It depends on what type of number 9, what else number they got influenced them, but number 9 itself is powerful out of all numbers. and they can clap. They can chop down anybody with their words. They can hurt people with their words. They can pain people with their words. They're great with their words, just like the seven, number seven, number nines is the higher version of seven. So, but number nine more humanitarian. Like seven is more like the spirit itself. Nines have all in one. So number nine represents the global unity of everything. Also, nature and life itself. The nine souls are to be the most knowledgeable people there is. Number nine is known to not care what other people think. But on the downside, these people don't care about anything or anyone. They can be ruthless and and careless with their spending habits. So them nine love to spend money. They love the beauty of all kinds. These some beautiful people too. Them nines some beautiful people. Them nines are some beautiful, good-looking people. Yes, good souls, good people you want to be around, friendly, who would wine and dine you, treat you to your best, this and that. Fun-loving people, passionate people. You have a great conversation, everything. These are the people you want to be around. Diplomats, they could be peacemaking, very loving, and very popular. These are your popular superstars, like your eights. So, and that's gonna be everything that they tend to be. Yeah, number nine is a very high spiritual vibration, which is a very powerful number. So on the downside, of course, they can fight all the time, start drama, be wild, aggressive, be like an animal, very argumentative, very snappish, angry, war mentality. That's number nine on the downside. You don't want to see them on the downside. Other than that, they smooth, they charming with the tongue, got a style the way they talk with the tongue, very creative. This is creative number, super creative expression, be into the music, the arts, culture, everything. So very, very bold number, very sexual number. They need sex. If you're not the type that's like a sex maniac, leave a number nine alone. They need sex. Sex is part of their life. They need it. It's like, I need it in my life. Unless they're on a higher vibration, a higher frequency. It's a lot of writing for number nine, more than the seven. They definitely healers, psychic readings. They can help you with all that. These are problem solvers of the world. They're like mysteries of life, your scientists. The one who are the universe, call them the universal library, life path number nines. Your daughter is life path nine. I see you, Justin Ray. Yeah, she gonna be on that level. She adult, then she understand. If not, she gonna grow to become all that. She gonna look sexy. They gonna be sexy and all that there. Number nine people are sexy. No matter if it's man or woman, they're gonna be looking magnetic. They got a strong force, magnetic force, strong force about them. Very strong. They can be very manipulative on the downside, uncontrollable, and all that. They got high energy. And they can be very secretive on the downside if they're on the downside. But they're very honest, trustworthy on the upside. A philosopher, very sensitive. Wisdom is what they're here to do. A visionary, the wise one, the sage. But they're very imaginative, dreamy. Pick up on your vibration, my energy, everybody's energy. So, what's the spiritual gift of number nine? Clairsentient, psychic empath, clairvoyance. They're strongly intuitive, or strongly a psychic. They actually got their psychic gifts already developed. Aura reading, they could do Skyping, mediumship, energy healer, like transfer energy to your energy to the other person's energy, because they're magnetic. They got that charm, that flare about them, that glow. They can be the one who look shine the best in the party, the brightest, very creative. So their careers for these people: a writer, a poet, a creative artist of any kind, spiritual leader, a healer of any kind, a master teacher, student, musician, an expert, or whatever they do, a therapist, an athlete. These are your athletes of all, like eights and nines are your athletes, and number ones are your athletes, and number threes could be your athletes, stuff like that. Fours could be your athletes. So these people could be police officers, military, generals, and stuff, because you got to understand, they got the warrior mentality. Publishers, writers, astrologers, numerologers, psychics, fashion designers, social workers, counselors, uh, graphic designers, philosophers, book writers, book authors, actors, actress, philanthropists, any humanitarian work, iron work. They can do almost anything they put their mind to. Now, the health problem. They mostly get into accidents and injuries, like cuts, burns, stab, get shot, accident, any type of kind like that. Yeah, so they deal with the face, they deal with the face, the knees, the bladder, all that there. So blood circulation. So their disease could be sexual too. Blood pressure, high blood pressure, um, all type of stuff like accidents is part of this number. Headaches, measles, smallpox, tumors, fevers, all kinds like that there. So, okay, so the color, they're burgundy, from the lightest to the darkest color, all type of red, from the lightest to darkest color, even pink, but also gold, blue, green, orange, and purple. So their sexual peaks is sex means a lot to this number. They need sex. They thrive off sex because it's a high vibration energy. They're gonna get it either way. Masturbation, whatever, they're gonna get it. And so they have a great understanding of sex. They're the master of this energy of sex. They're gonna look sexy. They're gonna turn you on without you even saying anything. You can be, oh, they're hot and spicy. Cause they deal with spices. Number 9 they deal with spice. So we got a high sex drive and a fantasy ocean of dreaming their wild sexual desires. They are pro at sex. And they last long doing sex. They'll run you to the ground in sex. You get tired of number 9 people. Woo, boy, they give it to you. And the number 7 is compatible with this vibration. Also, the master number 11. Number 11, 7s, and 9s is compatible with another number 9. So now you know. Now, meditation for them is visualizing themselves helping, giving, and receiving, and supporting, and healing everyone and everything. And yes, this is what they should meditate on. Visualize themselves helping, giving, receiving, supporting, and healing everyone and everything. And seeing themselves as one with the source. That they got all the universal powers. They should visualize that all the universal powers within themselves. So your life purpose and goals and spiritual lessons is to use your universal powers for everything, just like a number 7. All the elements, use it for everything. Because nines is a number of magic. They like to be into stuff like that, the elements, magic, spirituality. And so you're here to use the universal powers of spirituality for everything and to work in your favor. And you're here to be a powerful, helpful, and giving, and to be a leader, a manager of anything. And you're here to release, to let live and let go. Because you can hold on to things like grudges. You're here to release and don't be so attached to people, places, and things. You're here to forgive and to balance your temper. Because you got a hot temper. And you get very hot temper and put it in check. You're here to be an example and a role model of strength, of love, and compassion. And what true happiness is. You're here to motivate, to inspire, bring wisdom to life, to people, places, and things. So, your chakras is all chakras. The crown and sacral chakra, but all chakras, all vortexes. Okay. Okay, that's it for what? The number 9. Now we moving on to the mass number 11. We gotta make it faster here. See, mass number 11 as y'all see. So you can see mass number 11 vibration. Mass number 11 vibration as you see. Here we go. Okay, mass number 11. You're highly ambitious. You're the master psychic. You're energetic. You're a leader. Independence. Very brave. You have a positive mindset, a planner. You carry out your plans. You're highly intelligent. You have a strong need to succeed and be successful. Your intuition is on fire. On fire. Hot like coffee. Yeah, you are a psychic. And you understand psychic energy better than anyone. Your psychic energy, a vision, knowledge, understanding may be beyond the grips of other people. So you beyond this world. You are not certified with second place. You're not certified with second place. Underneath, your hidden self or shell is sensitivity, very sensitive. Your desires, your sexual appetite, your strong appetite for sex. strong appetite for sex like a 9. And you have a creative mind. And you are naturally inventive or inventor. You're a scientific mind, a researching nature says you are ahead of your time with advanced and quick intuitive mind. You are a humanitarian, a people person with a sense of justice, truth, harmony, peace, and beauty. You beautiful. A lot of number 11s, they so beautiful and hypnotizing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. For sevens and nines, fit your path. I'm telling you. You are a humanitarian and people person with a sense of justice, truth, harmony, peace, and beauty. You can be charming, cool, and positive. You get positive influence, an ideal model to everyone as a teacher, a healer, or a master psychic. So channeling energy is your inborn gift. You're here. This is what you're here for. Here to use your divine energy. I'm talking those who have master number 11. This is what I'm speaking of. Master number 11. You're here to use your divine energy from within you for the highest good, a greater good. So you're here to be in tune within yourself and to tap into your inner wisdom and to receive information from the unseen world and the outer world through symbols, music, geometric shapes, colors, patterns, arts, feelings, visions, and hearing, which you always receive great inspiration. You are the intuitive genius of love, peace, and light. This is what you're here to do. You're here to share love, peace, and light to the world. You're here to share it through support, healing, to wake people, to bring the truth to people, to use creativity to help people, to find solutions to people problems, and to be a diplomat. Because this is a powerful love vibration, a peace, love, and light. You're here to do that. So if you want to know about the health, go back to number 2. Because this is a higher version of 2. 2's more like fall back behind the scene. 11's more out in the forefront. So now, master number 11. Master number 11. You the master builder. It's in King Lit book. Thank you, Master Glam. Almost to the end. Master number 11. You have an inborn understanding of the earthly world and spiritual world. You have the great potential to create your reality or manifest your reality through vision than anyone. Because you're the visionary, the great visionary. You are here to do what you're here to do. You're here to be the craftsman and build a foundation. Corporations, but to bring people together, build people, and anything that contribute to life in general. Because you're the master builder. You're a hard worker and provider that will always have. Of course, with the master numbers, they definitely have natural intuition. That's just mandatory. It's easy for you to accomplish things with little effect. You have a strong intuition. You're very ambitious, a visionary, practical, very realistic. You have the drive and passion and determination to accomplish anything or succeed in anyone. But you got to understand that master number 22 think they can do things better than anyone. Master number 22. They don't believe that other people can do things like them. They think they can do it better than anyone, so they trust mostly in themselves. They're reliable, though. Master number 22 people with knowledge of self and the right education, you can affect your environment in a big way. You think big. You're naturally a master builder, designer, and architect. So a lot of people under Freemasonry have this number, just like 13, 4. You are a solid powerhouse in manifestation, your goals and visions. Look for number 4 if you want to look at other careers and stuff like that. More information. This is the higher version, which is master number 22 right here. This master number 22 vibration, you have a keen insight into the human nature. And you turn your suffering, your struggles, and what you go through into waves of success. The current waves of success. You built to design, to invent, and to build businesses, communities, projects. Like putting products together, master 22 people. They're here to invent, to build businesses, and to help build an event and to design every people who is in need of help from the ground up that will stand strong and solid like a long-lived tree. You discipline, you serious, you patience, you embrace and apply knowledge. You have higher consciousness, so you got to bring your higher consciousness to your life And this is how you master whatever you need to master. So you master whatever help you and benefit you. So you study whatever you're trying to master. That's the thing about master number 22. Whatever they study, they will master and they will apply it to their life. So the universe flows through you and allow you to get downloads of information and to tap into the higher divine wisdom and give you the ability to turn your divine wisdom and vision into reality. This is a powerful number. Master number 22. You're here to do this, to build, to design, to build corporations, to leave a mark in the world, a legacy for something, help build the world. A lot of you Master 22s help build this world. So now, here we go. Master number 33. This is the last number. No gender. They got no race. The master teacher. This is higher than 6. So, when we talk about master number 33, you are the old soul, the cosmic helper with high vibration of energy that's made of healing, compassion, serving, and loving the souls of the people as a humanitarian. This is a humanitarian number. Just like the 6 and 9. Yes. You are here to raise the consciousness of people as you can as a natural psychic empath. You got this natural psychic empath ability to feel people pain. You know your old soul. You don't hear you walk around like feeling people energy. You know, just imagine how attuned you be and how intelligent you are. All the information you got as an old soul, even as a baby, who understand the human nature and life itself. You're concerned for the welfare of others and nature itself. You could be a doormat for other people's emotions. So you don't want to be that though, because you're a doormat for people's emotions and it could drown you, make you go crazy. Because you pick on people's emotions, simply got the psychic gift empath. You're all about justice, spreading the truth, serving others, counseling others, supporting others, and bringing therapy to others as a master teacher, awaker, highly creative one. So you're very creative, very psychic, very intuitive. This is a powerful number, a powerful vibration, and you're naturally a problem solver. You're an inborn genius with many cosmic gifts in you. You have a global mind, global thinking, a global heart, big heart, and you do everything for the good. You like to see everyone happy, feel good, doing good, and win. You're a caregiver, a nurturer, the responsible one who loves to give, he loves to help, and loves to give advice. So others look to you as a role model, look to you as an example of their ideal hero. As long as you don't be a martyr, because a lot of Maximum 33 could be a martyr, like die for a cause. Don't die for the wrong cause. People could use and abuse you and die for the wrong cause. For people who don't even love you. So you be a model of truth, justice, and love, because this is love vibration on a higher frequency. So you're here to raise people's consciousness. You are highly sensitive to energy and the powerful empath. You are born and designed to be an awakener and teacher of compassion, truth, an example, and to have concern for the welfare of the masses, of the humans, humanitarian. You see beautiful souls. You don't see a flesh. You see beautiful souls as a master number 33. And you're here to put life into the many lost and suffering souls and overturn it like a chemist with unconditional love. Yes. So you're very charming. You got a very charming, beautiful, young like nature. But you're on higher principles, higher psychic gifts and ability. You got many psychic gifts and ability. But these gifts is used to help people, to aspire, to bring love, to support, to aid, and to raise the consciousness of the masses. This is what you're here to do. And uplift people on a global scale, many people. That's so this is your theme. I accept you and love you no matter what. That's your theme. So that being said, I did all the numbers. And if you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Share, like, comment. This over about 2 hours. Over 2 hours. Wow, I've been doing this thing. But if y'all could put the numbers in the comment and tell me what y'all think about this before I go. What y'all think about this? All the numbers I did right here. I know this is one of the most powerful videos on YouTube. And nobody will give it to you like that, beautiful people. And this is in my book, But the thing is that I went off the grid on a lot of stuff, and this ain't the whole book. This is like front of the page. I actually got it organized an attitude number, birth number, and life path numbers. But I did up front of my book, I got mostly what the numbers explained by itself. I didn't put it in order like I did in the center of the middle of the book, where I got the life path number, for example. Let me show you, for example. I'm gonna read it, for example. With the fact I can turn my camera around and show you how I got this really designed. So like life path one, you didn't see that until now, where I got life path, actually the word life path number 1. So all through this book, this is gonna be a bad book when I get it published. You just keep your mind and focus. If you hear a King Lit book come out in the future, I'm here. So if you like this, just let me know. My email, if you want to email me, rapower19 at gmail.com. That's RAPO, lowercase letters, RAPOWER19 at mail, at that, the A with the circle called at mail, gmail.com, if I'm saying it correctly. But I should put it on my in my community after I get off here. But y'all beautiful people, hit me up and you learn more. Continue to learn, continue to gain this knowledge, and use it for the best of your ability. Your kids, you know how to operate, and your people in your life. It's a guide. It's great to have, great to know. With this being said, I'm out. I love y'all.